Oh, where's my guitar? But it's not 1:11 yet, Alexander. That's why you hit the bell notification. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Oh! Bam! Bam! Wilderness Michael willed it. So here we are, early. Because the brother was on time. It's on time for being early. We're sending you right to upper management, Wilderness Michael. Walk a winding, and all the lights that lead you there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I do know how. Woo! Oh, he's got his Guardians of the Galaxy 2 shirt on today, because we're going to be talking about a little bit of Sirius information. We're going to be talking about Sirius. Sirius A, B, or C? A little bit of Sirius C, under the ocean, if you know what I'm talking about. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alexander's here for your galactic update. We're going to be doing the cards. We're going to be doing the cards. We're going to go through all the signs. I wanted to talk about something, though. You know, as this archetype that has gotten in a lot of trouble in the past, sometimes, you know, we locate certain things, like almost enjoying being that troublemaker. Not that there's something dark about it. It's just like when dad says no, and then mom always saves you. And I'm not talking about in this reality. I'm talking about with the past archetypes. Sometimes you just want mom to save you, you know? And as we stack all of this dharma, when we stack all of this work that so many of you are doing, clearing, shifting, assimilating this reality, and becoming stronger every day. You know, I was in the gym today. I was just ripping it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to tell the people about some advanced energy and what they can do in their own houses, in their own lives. I was like, that's it. I was like, we're doing it. So I got a few special announcements. So the first special announcement I'm going to do is this. Let me first let you know the direction that the channel's going in. Interviewing Matt Kahn. Oh, it's so awesome. It brought me back to that power center, if you will, of doing the Origins show where I interviewed all my family and you know, Captain Randy Kramer, all that stuff that went on Amazon Prime. And I was like, you know, doing that interview, I was like, I want to do more of this. And I've been talking about this with the patrons. Thank you, patrons, by the way. You're the lifeblood of this channel. But I want to do more interviews, whether it's with the patrons or other speakers or things like that. So the weekly readings are going to be for patrons only going forward. If you want to see what's going on during the week, join up for the patrons. So we're still going to be going live tomorrow, Sunday, and the patrons will still get the reading that they've been getting. But for these, you know, reading for the, you know, the guy that uses the cards that realistically doesn't even need the cards. I use the cards because I love them and it's how I was trained. And it's such an excellent way to physically validate that which is already coming through energetically. So the information that's going to be on the channel is going to be more of things that have a title, and we talk with this title about this title and having topics. instead of these weekly readings that, in all honesty, once that time frame goes by, nobody has any purpose of watching these old videos. And some of the downloads that are these, not to toot my own horn, but two golden nuggets that are at the beginning of these readings that just get lost in these titles of weekly reading, like whether or not people even watch them. It's time to have the information that Alexandra has and the interviews that I want to do with people of like minds on those subjects. So whether or not you are a patron, there will be a schedule that will be going up on patreon.com that anybody will be able to see. I'll put it up there for free. Some stuff does go up there for free, by the way. You don't have to be a patron. But I just wanted to let you guys know that, the weekly readings, I'm done. I'm all done. I've done so many free readings. I've been doing this for over 6 years. Okay. It was 2015. I started doing the free readings on the week, and those will still be happening. I'll still be having the patron crew tune in, but Spirit is fine tuning me. Spirit is fine tuning my life to fine tune your lives. And these readings, whether they're the monthly readings that I do with the top tier patrons or the conversations that we have on these, whether it's on a Saturday or Sunday, I want the whole channel and the intel to be fine tuned about the people that are supporting the channel. You're all supporting the channel. But I found a little button on the back end, and I saw that, what is it? I think 27% of the people that are watching this video right now are not subscribed. Shame. I know your name. Maybe I don't know your name, but shame. No, I'm just kidding. I love you all so much. But seriously, hit the subscribe button. You're helping out the channel. Your brother does this. Even the information that I'm going to be speaking about today, it's like many of us are out here being the way showers, showing you that this work is possible, showing you that this work is safe. But there's still a little bit of, putting our energy and our time and our lives on the line, plain and simple, to do this, to be that big brother, big daddy, grandpa frequency where we need to be, or grandma, mind you. Brother Corey, hello there. So you want to just let you guys know about that. The channel's only going to get better. The channel's only going to get better. And I want people to be able to find the topics, having them lost in these weekly readings. I'm just done with that. And I want to do more interviews. So it's going to be awesome. But let's talk about the Sirius download. Okay. Through the, and this is the last time little gems like this, by little gems, I mean massive gems, will be hidden into these topics of October 1st, quantum, yada, yada, yada. Going forward, these things will have their own, they'll have their own subject. They'll have their own title. So you're able to share it out. So people are able to find me, because some people aren't even watching weekly and monthly readings, mind you. Let's see if we can break the internet today. Okay, this is Alexander's goal. It's not breaking the internet, but my family being empowered, my family feeling and being protected, my family having the tools and the living, at lack of better words, weapons, if we will, to be shielding us when we're in our own temples, when we're in our own homes, when we're in our own bedrooms, especially at night. It's too often that I'm talking to people and they're telling me how they're feeling under attack in their dream time. They're feeling under attack in their bedroom. They've got things coming in and they've got things watching over them. So whether or not the grids are in place, whether or not the work is in place, my goal is to talk to you and your multidimensional aspects to remind them of the power that we have as these galactic virtues, if you will, these angelic triumphant gods and goddesses that you are watching right now. So I want to tell you guys about these downloads and tell you guys about this information. So certain starseed lineages, whether they're in different dimensional standpoints, have different jobs. And when we have different jobs of, say, let's use an angelic as an example. That's That would be the easier way to look at it. To look at an angelic or a Pleiadian, whether they're in 7D, 9D, 11D, or 13D, we're now able to see that this multidimensional aspect, depending on which floor or which radio channel they are on, there's a certain job sex to each one of these floors. You know, it's like if somebody's here to do music, it's this floor. If somebody's here to, protect others and to shield others and to do work, they're on this floor. If we have a guardian angel, they're here. If we have these choirs, when we see these choirs of angels, when we see these things, this is multidimensional, whether we're talking about Sirius, whether we're talking about Andromeda, whether we're talking about Arcturians, regardless of what you're talking about, different floors have different jobs. And this is why some of you are seeing like, hey, how come everybody else has got this aspect in 6D, but I have it in 12, I have it in 14. If you do not know what I'm talking about, maybe just kind of sit in a meditative state right now and know that I'm talking to your other dimensional versions, and know that something is to come, which is empowering from this information. Whether you can hear me or not, I promise you that there's some version of you that knows exactly what your brother is talking about. So as I was working with my Sirian aspect, I found certain Sirian aspects that live under the ocean of Sirius C. Most of the Sirian aspects are on Sirius B, but these Sirian aspects that are on C are literally obsessed with technology. And it's that obsession with technology that has them scouring the entire known universe and the multidimensional universe to find the tools, to find these things across all of the starseed lineages, across all of the places in time and space. And this is one of the things, like I said, why I'm wearing this Guardians of the Galaxy 2 shirt today, because when you hear Quill at the end of this movie, spoiler alert, I'm going to talk about a movie from a decade ago. When you hear Quill say, "You're floating down like a blue angel," he's taught, like, this is literally disclosure. A lot of the things that are going on in the movies and the cartoons and the video games and things like that are literally disclosure for you, my family. So when he says you're floating down like a blue angel, and we see this gentleman who's doing this whistle, and with this whistle we see this arrow that's almost alive. Like I said, whether or not we consider this a weapon, it's this living tool that any of us can have access to, that is something that we can use or have to keep our space clear. If we have the immediate auric field of, say, this room, and then we have a spell, and we have a belief structure, whether or not you call it a spell. Some people hear spell and they think, oh, it's witchcraft, it's dark. No. If you say, this is my space, this is my temple, if you come into my temple and you're not in the vibration of love, if you're in anything less than love, then having some sort of tool to boom and cross this over, or at least take it away, my family, this is totally A-okay. Especially like the fact that you can, mind you can clear things and cross things over more than you could last year at this day. We are in a new place where we've been given back these gifts and these passages, if you will. We've been given back these abilities to, if we see something out of alignment, we can clear it. Whereas 2 years ago, it was wait. You don't have to wait anymore. I don't know if anyone's told you that yet, but the governor on your car is gone. And the governor on your soul is gone. And if you see something, it is your responsibility, your ability to respond. It is your job to do that. It is your job to take care of this. And my whole thing is, how can you do your job if you're not sleeping properly? How can because some people are just like allowing these things to happen. And I know you're thinking, oh, it's the bad guy, it's this, it's that, like pointing the finger. So to put a tool in place that will take care of this for you, then we don't even have to think about this. We don't even have to worry about this, or we don't even have to have this be part of our mind. You lock that field of light, okay, in whatever way you do. Okay, so you can do anything from 6 rings or 3 rings, whatever feels right to you. But having the one ring, that's enough, mind you. that's enough. But if you keep stacking the rings and putting this around your field, your bed, your space, your room, and it's just like, I'm not saying to make a field so big that it's swallowing the planet, that these things have to get pushed out. That has a time and a place, and we'll talk about that on a later day. What I'm talking about right now is my family being able to sleep, because I see these themes about what's going on right now. I see these themes about the certain people that are contacting me. I look at the pattern, and for me too is a pattern. So when I see 3, when I see 4, when I see 5, and you guys know who you are. If you're watching this video right now, I'm talking to you, the people that contacted me in the past week or so, and they're talking about not being able to sleep, or what's going on in their dream time, or you know, what's taking place. This is a no-go for me. This is a no-go for your brother. So whether or not this other person is allowed to say what I'm saying, I'm allowed to say what I'm saying, because I do this work for you guys. I do this work for me. I do this work for all of us, whether it's archetypal or not. And, you know, if somebody's going to get upset, it's okay. I have, you know, stacked enough dharma that it's like me telling you this, you know, it's like, there's some of these books say, oh, pearls cast out before swines, and all this BS, these belief structures that are not real anymore, my family. It is up to us to do this job. So like I said, for you to be able to do your job. So let's do this. Okay. So Mr. Miyagi, what do we see Mr. Miyagi do? Boom. Okay. And what was he doing? He was doing Reiki. You know, you see this old, and I know it's like, if you know what I'm talking about, you might be 40. Sorry. Let's go back to the original. We'll go back to the original Karate Kid movie. Okay. So Mr. Miyagi goes, clap, and then he starts to rub his hands together. You're literally watching somebody back in the day do Reiki right in the movie. Okay, so boom, 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 boom. So part of this, which, and just as a quick side note, I see a lot of people doing Reiki with their thumb, not touching their hand. To truly arc the energy, it is a little uncomfortable, but your thumb should be touching your hand. So boom, bam, make that heat. Okay, now this is something Reiki master, Reiki practitioner or not. If you force your hands together, and the top hand is my right hand, and I'm going clockwise, my family. And then you go out here and you bring your hands in. You can feel, if your thumb is still touching your hand, you can feel there's a ball of light. You can feel there's energy there. This is the energy that you can use to make your tools, to reactivate certain things, to activate these rings. When you bring your hands together slowly, bring them apart, bring them back together. I know many of you might be feeling energy for the first time in your lives. I know you feel that. I don't think you feel that. So it's like, yeah, I'd love to hear what you're feeling in the comments. But if you're typing, that means that your thumb's no longer touching the side of your hand. So mind you, if this is uncomfortable and you're doing Reiki on yourself, you can, once my hand is touching my arm, my thumb can come unhinged. But the thumb, anytime I take my hand off, the thumb should be touching to have the energy arc. Okay. So, and then you can just warm your hands back up. And I know you can feel that heat. And I know my family can feel that ball of energy. Okay. So some of the things that we can be doing with these mudras, plain and simple, bam, bam, bam. We get all that light going. We activate our hands. Your hands are turned on right now, whether they were turned on when you started watching this video. And I know this is going to look a lot like Spider-Man, but to go from here, bam, over to here, over to here. Now, this is a symbol that people wanted you to think is a satanic symbol, because this is a very, very powerful mudra. Okay. Whether or not we're doing this, okay, and having the rings go around, these two rings, and having these touching, okay, all of the energy is arcing right now. All of the energy is going around us. This is one way that we can do this. But having that boom, once again, bam, sliding that finger up and going here. This is something that wanted to be believed that this is evil. But when you do this, this isn't evil. Anytime they've told you anything was evil, anytime anything has programmed you to think this is dark, this is evil, that's where the goodies are, family. That's where the little gems and the little gumdrops are. this is something that Spirit had me doing. I'm not saying you have to go through all this stuff as well, but Spirit had me looking at anything that I was ever programmed to think it's evil. It's that's gay. Like then it's like that's not even a term nowadays. I don't even know. Pretty soon we're not even going to probably be able to use this word. But it's like having this whole thing be the colors, the chakras. Stay away from. That's the rainbow. That's this. That's that. Anytime there's something that programmed me to think this is racist, this is evil, this is gay, those are the gems, those are the cookies, my family. Those are the things that when they screwed up, because they screwed up a while ago, they didn't know there was going to be internet. They didn't know there was going to be this connection that we could all have for free, mind you, that we could all be having these conversations and we could all be going over these informations and talking about these things together and be able to expose reefer madness and all this BS and all these things are all pointed hats. Pointed hats are for dumb people. Pointed hats are for witches. Pointed hats are for the KKK. No, these are things that regardless of what it is, and this is what I'm talking about right now, this being the symbol of the rocker. Oh, that's the sign language or the hand symbol for Satan or whatever it is. We are immovable objects, my family, and unstoppable forces. So boom, whatever that is. Okay. So mind you, going here, let's go back. We're back on track. All right. We heat up our hands. We heat up our hands like this. Okay. Bam. All right. Bam. Right there. Okay. Now you can arc from one finger to the other, the electricity. To everybody in Europe and everybody that has to go to sleep soon, I apologize ahead of time. We're going to be a little lit for a little while if you're doing this energy work with me. But anyways, you go from right there. Okay. Now this is something you can slide the fingers down. Boom, boom, boom. Literally draw this out. Okay. So this is something anybody can do with their energy. So now you can have the finger touching there. You can have the finger touching there. You can have the finger touching there, wherever this feels right. But once again, where else have we seen this? Tap, tap, boom. To all my comic book fans, that's Spider-Man. So in the old comic books, okay, the way that Spider-Man would activate, because he actually didn't shoot web out of his wrist like in some of the movies, he would have to double tap this button, and then there was two little things here, and he would boom. Stan Lee was an ascended master. Stan Lee, I do honestly believe he did not know what he was saying. But what he was talking about, once again, we're seeing basically this magic from Jupiter. We're seeing this magic from Zeus, if you will. We're seeing this magic from the spider beings, if you will, whether or not they're evil. This is good. This is bad. It's all you, my family. Stop pointing the finger outside. Stop blaming this deity. Stop blaming that. We have work to do. And I'm going to be talking about that work once I let you know about this download. So boom, 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 boom. We go right here. We go right here. We go right here. You can literally, boom, once you arc the electricity right there, grab that electricity and load your arm like it's a crossbow. And I know, did they program you to think a crossbow is a coward's weapon? Did they program you to think that poison is a woman's weapon? Find these patterns, find these speech things, because some of it is BS. And by some of it is BS, I mean most of it is BS. And every time they told you there was 3, there was 4. And every time they told you there was 4, there was 5, and so on and so forth, my family. So to be able to load up this arrow, that you can then, bam, just have right here in your room. Right here in your room, just spinning around, and you watch it and you know it, and you give that living arrow a job of, if anything comes in here that is not love, if anything that comes in here is here to slow me down in any way, shape, or form, boom, carry it away and bring the arrow back. You have the right, my family, to do this stuff. You do not need to sit there and allow things to affect you. You do not need to sit there and allow any of this to take place. I know he's usually just joking around like a goof and he's all like fired up today. I need my family to know this, because I need my family to know that they're protected, know that they're shielded, and know that these things can't mess with you anymore. And you have the right, and you have the job set. And some of you came here to do a specific job. Some of you are these angelic virtues. Many of you are these virtues that it's your job to do this stuff. It's your job to be the one that can completely decimate an entire army overnight as a party of one. And this isn't about fighting. This isn't about war. This is about love. Every vibration has an equal and opposing force. conquest and giving, pestilence and healing, war and love, life and death, harmony and discord, so on and so forth. These are consorts. That's why we hear these old stories and these old archetypal truths that are talking about why would brother and sister be having children together? So we're all products of incest? No, they said consort, the opposite con of the sort. Okay, so to be able to have these tools and to no longer be living with any of this stuff in your field, you have anything in your reality and anybody being able to project in, did they give you a gift? What did they touch? What needs to be cleared? What needs to be done? Just stop allowing turds in your temple. You do not need to allow this stuff. So I give you this little tool today. And then I'd also just like to tell you guys what's going on in the reality and what's going on before I start getting into these. I hope that helps, by the way, that little, whether that's a bow and arrow or crossbow or however you see that, to be able to create that arrow of light. That is your God-given right, my family, whether you're from Andromeda or Arcturus or you're Pleiadian or you're Lyran or whatever you are. I don't care if you're a gray, a reptilian. If you're still here, you're doing the job and you're doing the work. And it's our job to seek these things out and cross them over, if we will. It's not about sending darkness into the light. It's about making sure that the appropriate things end up in court. And guess what? When you bring things to court, if they do not belong in court, then they get put right back where they were because you're a time lord. Okay? You're a time lord. You're a light bender. Your arrow moves faster than the speed of light. These things can't even dip their toe into your field before they're already crossed over because your light moves faster than light. Light takes time to get here from the sun. These solar flares, the second the sun pops off, and I hear people saying, oh, don't worry, that solar flare is heading towards Mars. That solar flare debilitated your brother. That solar flare put me down like I had. So the 27th, this comes in 12 hours later. I'm on my ass. Okay. Pardon my French. I gotta, didn't mean to swear, but I'm laid out. I'm messed up and I'm going through what I'm going through. But as I'm going through what I'm going through, Spirit's like, we had to lay you down. And this just happens to be perfect on my schedule. I just happen to not have any sessions except for 1.5 hour session over these days. And I'm going through this energy work for us, for all of us. But the information that came through is we're detoxing, my family. The reality is detoxing. The sun is detoxing. The moon is detoxing. Gaia under your feet is detoxing. So as we detox, if we picture this as a jackhammer, if we picture the jackhammer getting rid of the garbage that is solidified, if we keep putting the thing in that you know you shouldn't be doing, you know it. We make up a lot of excuses. We make up excuses why it's okay to drink, why it's okay to smoke, why it's okay to watch porn, why it's okay to eat cheese when we know it puts us to sleep and it makes us feel like crap. Whatever the heck the thing is. The reality and what you manifested is forcing us to do this stuff. So if you're not doing the detoxing, which is inevitable, it's already happening. The detox is happening. But if we're doing the thing and we keep whatever it is, smoking the pot, even though we know we don't remember our dreams as well when we do it, or we keep smoking cigarettes or doing this thing or doing that thing, whatever you were doing when you were at the highest point in your enlightenment in this physical incarnation, you need to be doing that and more right now, because the solar flares that are coming off of the sun and the ones that are coming, whether or not you think they went this direction, the sun is round, my family. It's unavoidable. Picture something round pulsing in all directions. Just because you see that a big portion of it went this way, it always hits us. There is no, oh, don't worry, it's going to miss us. When I hear people saying this stuff, it's moronic, okay? No offense if this is rewriting your paradigm or that's making it easier for us to fall asleep sucking our thumb at night. But let's take that thumb out of our mouth, pull our big boy and our big girl pants on, and know that this is something that is taking place, and it's going to be more. October doesn't have to be this calamity for you. It doesn't have to be this thing. But if you're doing something, and I will say this before I even need to drop a card. I don't need to drop a card. if you're doing something that you know you're not supposed to be doing and you're still lying to yourself, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what's going to happen for you because Spirit is being very, very adamant with me. And it's like, it's not like I had a drinking problem. I would drink maybe 10 or 12 beers a month. And I wouldn't mean I'd have 6 in one night. It would be like, oh, I like when I have this meal on this night with these people, I have a beer. I'm not allowed to do that anymore. I'm not allowed to have a smoke of this or a thing of that or whatever it is. I need to find my new vices, and my new vices are ascension. My new vices are making sure that I'm getting into the gym. My new vices are me doing the things that I know I need to do because I have a job, my family, and you have a job, my family. So it's like part of the lifting and the pushing for this and the pushing for the diet and the pushing for all these things that you know you can feel what I'm saying is true. It's not like you're like, oh, I have to sit with that. You know what I'm saying is true. And some people might not want to hear this and they've already exited out of the video. That's okay. They've heard enough. They've seen enough and they know that they're going to see. And I'm not manifesting this. I'm not saying this so people manifest weird stuff in their lives. I'm saying this because Spirit told me I had to say this today. And to let you know that it's not just you and me and the people that are ascending. The whole reality is rising through vibration. The whole reality is ascending, my family. So as this takes place, we need to know that the sun's going to be popping off. We need to know that the sun's not yellow anymore. The sun's white now. We need to know that things are shifting in our reality because everything is ascending. And through that ascension process, there's a detox process. And through that detox process, there's certain things you can't do anymore. There's certain things you can't say anymore. There's certain things you can't smoke anymore. There's certain things you can't eat anymore, drink anymore, so on and so forth. But then on the other edge of that sword, there's things you have to say. There's boundaries that you have to let the person know. Hey, you know, I've been doing what I can to forgive this and release this, but it keeps coming back in. It keeps coming back in, whether it's a sadness or an anger or whatever it is. Having the ability to talk with your friend, talk with your family member, talk with somebody that you love. And if they're not able to have that conversation, then they're going to exit your reality. You don't need to cut them off. I tell my reality, if you will, I want to be held in accountability. I want to have my responsibility. I have my boundaries. So I need to impose my boundaries on my reality because I wish for my reality to impose my boundaries back on me and make sure I'm not being a hypocrite. Okay. So what I'm getting at here is this, my family. There's a detoxing process that's been going on for Alexander. And I think it's already started for you as well, but it's going to get more extreme. And it's like, yeah, I just want to of course, I want all of us just partying together and dancing together and we made it and we did, but there's more work to do. There's more work to do. And I don't know what other way to say that. I know a lot of people are tired. They want this to be done, but it's not. It's not, plain and simple. So as we go through this detoxing process with this beautiful planet that's under our feet and the sun over our head and the moon over here and whatever it is, just know that it's all clearing. Know that it's all being ripped apart and rebuilt over and over again every single day, every single moment. And this is why we're seeing these Mandela effects. There's nothing evil. It's not CERN. It's not this thing. It's not that. We, my family, our souls leave information here to remind you, to remind me we're not in the same reality we were born in. We're not. I promise you we're not in the same reality that we're born in. Because you can go talk to somebody and they remember Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs as they were a child saying, magic mirror on the wall. I remember mirror, mirror on the wall. I know you at home, you remember mirror, mirror on the wall. And many of you remember this thing, but you go talk to these people and they don't remember that. And they're telling you you're crazy, but we already proved that. That's one Mandela effect that Alexander proved right here on the channel over a year ago when I found the interpretation and the exact filming of this movie, this Disney movie in German. And the witch says to the mirror, Spiegeln, Spiegeln an der Wand. And what she's saying is mirror, mirror on the wall. So all these people that say, oh, you just remember it wrong. Oh, this is just this. No. You're in their reality, my family. You slipped into their reality. So as you see, like, wait a minute, if this person remembers this and I'm in their reality, where did that person go? That person might have been living in a negative vibration. That person might not have been ready to go through the ascension process that we're all going through here together. So if you want to look at anything as dark or evil or weird, maybe that, but it's not these things happening and this thing changing color and these words happening and all of a sudden letters are missing out of this person's name and this person dies for a second time, whatever it is. These are good things. These are showing us that the reality continues to get better and we're still here. Okay. So I love you guys so freaking much. I'm going to get into these readings now. Yeah. What cards? So we'll go from 58. I'm sure that number will start to dwindle now because are they even in Aries? So Aries, let's go first. So like I said, I'll still be doing the readings on the 1st and the 15th of the month. Weekly readings will be in the Safe Space crew weekly, whether it's a Saturday or Sunday, depending on what's going on in my life for the patrons. So I love you all so much. It's my pleasure being here with you on this journey and up and away. Don't forget to tip your waiter on the way out. Where's Groot? Groot! What are you doing? Look at him. There he is. There he is. He's hiding out today. All right. Got so serious. Got so serious today, Alexander. All right, Aries, what time are we at? 36 on the button. Okay, 36. Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it from the time you were born. That there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind. Is he quoting Morpheus? Yes, he is. All right. We gotta clear the deck here, crystals. These are the big readings. Here we go, Aries. Let's see what's happening. First things first. All right. Aries quantum reading for the month of October. That's 2. Aries reading. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. Boom. Ooh. Heading towards victory. Something to release. It's funny when he talks about things and then they come up in the cards. Okay, let's take a look right here. What do we see right here? We see family. And then we see Mama Bear. To me, the most important card in the entire tarot, down on its side. So when I see right here something going on with the family and this down on its side, you, my family, all of the signs, I believe, are clearing something from family. So all the signs are clearing something that is, it's your job. If you're the most powerful person in your family, if you're the most spiritual person, it's your job to clear the karma. It's your job to clear the curses. It's your job to clear the DNA. It's your job to do what it is that we're here to do, okay? Which is take care of this entire process so your children don't have to take care of it, or God forbid, if there are no kids that are even here to take care of it, then the pressure is even more surmountable because we have a job to do. And this is talking about that job. And this is talking about that physical death of the old and how quick it's coming. It's already happened, but more of this is happening. More of these layers are shedding every single day from these old things, these things that were considered darkness, these things that were considered not okay to do. So there's this new beginning of us as the Aries taking over this reality, us being the emperor. To do that, we're being told to remember you have responsibility. You have the ability to respond, is what this says. And with this ability to respond, there's something that you need to do. There's something that needs to be done. There's something that needs to be cleared. If you don't know that you have a brother or a sister that's some sort of all-powerful wizard, then it's your job to do, Aries, that's listening right now. So what we see is this card right here, which always had this interpretation of do unto others as you want done unto yourself for me, because we see this choice. But very recently, over the past few months, this other interpretation got added to the card from Spirit, which is when bad things happen and you have the power to stop them, they happen because of you. Okay? So reminding you of that process and reminding you what you're here to do. So hopes and or fears, meditation. Opening up your third eye, doing the work, getting out into nature, no more making excuses, doing the stuff, putting the spells into place, doing whatever it is that you need to do to take over your reality and driving forward in balance. So we see driving forward in balance, being happy, starting that new thing, and being that intuitive inner child that we are, having that intuitive inner child here right in the physical. So when we get down to the end of this, okay, so looking towards the end of the month and what's to come for the sign of Aries, we see Mama Bear holding the truth. We see this card that you know, used to be this like really stern and angry woman, and now this is one of my favorite cards in the tarot. She's the one that holds the sword of truth. She's the one that holds the Ace of Swords. But there's something hurting. There's something going on. There's some sort of betrayal. Either way, we're heading towards victory. Either way, this all works out. Either way, this release is here and the release is continuing to happen. But to try, and this is the only thing you maybe could try, because try is not something that ever succeeds, to try and keep some aspect of the self alive that's no longer alive, or to keep something alive that's already going through this process of fall becomes winter. There's an old version of you, and there's old versions of all of us that they just continue to melt, and they cannot exist where we are going. They cannot blend in with the multi-dimensional gods and goddesses that you all are, that whatever verbiage can come out of my mouth right now, it's not even 1% of what there is to know and how powerful you all are. Like I said, we're unstoppable forces and immovable objects, and this is what is going to continue to flourish in our lives. So Spirit wants to remind you, there's something to release. There's something to stop doing. There's a vice to stop. There's an addiction. There's a food. There's a something for you. Like I was just talking about, something that needs to be released, because this is done. And this old version of you is done. And this version of you that would lie and say, oh, I just like to have this. I like to drink when it's the game. Oh, we won the game. Drink. Oh, celebrate. Oh, we lost the game. Oh, no more of this. No more of this. Whatever the thing is, my family, whatever it is, I'm using drinking as an example, but we're heading towards victory one way or another. You manifested this. You asked for this. You came into this life and said, put me on the ground, God, original creator of my soul, universe. Put me there down on the ground, because I have a job to do. So that means that we can't be doing the things and enabling ourselves and lying to ourselves anymore. Aries, I hope you enjoyed that. A lot of fire. Hey, telepathy. Tomorrow we can ride around this town and let Cabal chase us around. Hey, telepathy. Taurus, what do we have? 4326. Let's do this. Is it time to switch from coffee to shake yet? I think so. We'll do coffee for one more reading. Let's do this. Swab the deck. Okay. Taurus. Quantum reading for the month of October. That's my new mug, Alyssa. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know. My Taurian family. Okay. Badoosh. Badoosh. Oh, a victory card again. Oh, look at that. Oh, and there's the sword he was just talking about. What else? Oh, there she is. We love her here on the channel. Decisions. Everybody's control. Oh, my God. Taurus. Oh, all right. So we have the death card in one, and we got the completion card in the other. Okay, so something going on with money, something going on with abundance, but our paladin is down on its side. Okay. Once again, this is what I was talking about the other day. The jack of all trades, master of none. There's something that you came here to do. There's something you want to do, Taurus, and maybe you're busy with all these other projects. Maybe you're busy with your 3D, or I can't even say 3D. We're so far above this dimension now, but there's something that will be victorious when you start to do it for you, when you start to do it for fun, when you exclude this whole like, oh, my family says this, or my husband says that, or my girlfriend says that, or whoever it is in your reality that's been this crabs in a bucket mentality that hasn't wanted you to do what this is, okay? This job of this thing that basically is life purpose. Is it your life purpose? Maybe not, but it is life purpose if it's on the path of it and it's preventing you from finding that because there's this thing that keeps coming up that tells you, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do that. I wonder what would happen if I do this. Do it. Do it. Okay, we see the choice right there. We see that you're heading towards victory. Either way, we've already succeeded. But part of you knows this. When this card comes up, you've known this. This is the past location. So in the past location, we're seeing that you know the truth of this is what you want to and need to do. Maybe you're scared to get on camera. I used to be. Go watch my old videos. It's kind of a joke. And I was doing this with a script. I literally had not a teleprompter, but a piece of paper taped to the camera. And I was like, oh. Okay. That's normal. You got to get through that crap to get to your power so you can go stand at that ivory podium and be proudly screaming in front of 500 people. That's how it is. That's normal. That's how we get rid of the old and we complete this old segment by making these choices, my family. So we see boom, 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 boom. We see everybody getting interest when the worst is over. So the worst already is over. Halfway through the month, we see the phone calls. We see the information. We see us doing the things, sending the emails, doing the work, sending the funds out, if we will. No matter how much you think isn't there, it's there. It's there. I don't know if you got to pay for advertisement, you got to pay for help in some way, Taurus, but this is what you came here to do, okay? This is your job. People see you as this aspect. People see you as this oracle. So whether or not you're doing, but Alexander, I'm doing Reiki sessions. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. There's more. There's more. There's another thing. There's another thing, okay? So hopes and fears blending together, the masculine and the feminine. So this is more of a hope this month. We see the friend. We see you doing this thing, having help with this thing, finding somebody that's their skill set. You see, I have this pretty little thumbnail that I have. That's not my skill set. I hit up my homeboy, Jimmy. Jimmy, are you here? I freaking love you, by the way. So who's the person that knows how to do this? There's certain parts and there's certain pieces. And if your cogwheel is missing that tooth of something that's necessary, then you need to find that cogwheel outside of yourself. If you know this isn't your skill set, because this is your mind, body, soul, knows this truth. So find the people that are going to help you with making this decision. And look at all these yellow skies. As you're thinking the money's not there, by the end of the month, you realize that there is some, and you use that for nurturing yourself in this reality, and thus we all celebrate. Oof, oof. Oof. Are you the hunter? Ba-boom. Yes, you are the hunter. Who hunts the hunter? Who watches the watcher? We do, my family. All right. Who's next? Taurus, Gemini. $49.18. Bye-bye, coffee. We'll see you tomorrow. Under the Golden God. That's a mug. Jimmy! Where are you, Jimmy? Here we go! Gemini quantum reading for the month of October. This song is actually recorded in 432 hertz, Alyssa. The future of music is the past of music. 440? I know 444. I don't know anything about this 440. Oh, moving forward with balance, Gemini. 2, 3. On the journey, where's the soul family? The magic, the house on the hill, holding the truth in the past, the high priestess. Oh, there's that card again in the same position. Hope to have the high ground. You already do have the high ground, Gemini. There's the friend. Okay. Once again, similar motto, similar message. First of all, the worst is already over, Gemini. What spirit wants you to know, what you want you to know, what your other dimensional versions want you to know is that on this journey, the worst is already over. It does seem like you need, maybe not need, but want help, deserve help. The help is there. There's something with the vibration or the thought structure that's actually repelling the help. It's almost like when somebody needs love or somebody would benefit from love and then they're speaking or having something be passive aggressive. So Gemini, this month is about finding codes and finding patterns that are not yours. And for you to do your job, you need to stop doing this, plain and simple. You have to stop acting like mom or aunt or ballet instructor or football coach. There are broken patterns that many of us are finding every day. And I'm not saying to you, Gemini, as a whole, for that sign, that you're not finding this stuff, but there's something that is major, that is some sort of passive aggression or some sort of frequency that the choice needs to be made to call in the friends. You need to know that the support is already there, because there's something that where with the last reading, with the last sign of Taurus, it was like, you know who these people are with these strengths. But with Gemini, there's this thing where it's like, you're repelling them right now. You're repelling the support that the universe is not trying to bring you. They are bringing you every day, but it's almost just like, ugh. Like, I got to just like give them more time. I got to give them more space. It's almost like there's certain people, not almost like it is like there are certain people that are checking in on you and they're like, are they ready yet? Are they ready yet? Are they ready yet? Are they ready yet? And they're getting a no. So it's up to you this month. Once again, all 3 yellow skies. It's up to you this month that when these people check in on you, they're like, oh, damn, Gina. Like, what are you doing? Like, what is it that you're doing? Can I get me some of that? Because what is processing and what is coming out of you isn't even you. So stop plagiarizing these broken people from your past. And this goes for all zodiac signs. This goes for everybody with their ears open right now. Stop plagiarizing and copying these broken people, which we don't have to blame them for being broken. We don't have to make fun of them for being broken. We're all essentially putting ourselves back together or finding our own potentials. And some of these people didn't get dealt the hands that we got dealt. They didn't have the potentials in the past lifetimes that people like you and I were dealt. So just know this is that. But now to find this stuff and to stop committing these atrocities is what this reading says. You have the high ground. You just aren't able to see it right now. You have this whole card coming up once again. Do unto us as we want done unto ourselves. And we have this other message of you have this responsibility. And with this power, like, it's up to you to do this stuff. And it's like, once again, I hate to say the word need, but it is kind of like need. It's like you've been thinking, I need help with this. You're right. You're right. But at the same time, you've been repelling the help that you deserve. Love you, Gemini. We're moving on to the next sign. The quick version. Do you kiss her? You hitched. All right. Who's after Gemini? Cancer. My Cancerian family. Freaking love you so much. 5505. You could make it up, but why would you want to? All right. 555. A 555 deal at Domino's. Okay. That's what he does, Kim McKenzie. Pop it up on screen. We're popping you up. How come he never pops me up? All right. Sister Soul, you know, I haven't done one of these things. Sister Soul, Sister Soul. And he's back. All right. Clear the deck. Let's see what we got here today. Oh, wait, what is that? Oh, whoa. Just scarring away that comment. That comment's just scarring away. Let's get that right there. There we go. All right, Cancer, what do we have? Game over. October quantum reading for everybody born under the sign of Cancer. Cancer, I just want to let you know that you are crushing it. Okay? Well, at least the Cancers in my life are. As some of the others are just peeking out from under the sheets. Cancer's like a whirlwind of water, just crushing with love. One more. Cancer quantum reading for October 1st to October 31st. Oh my God, happy Halloween, everybody. I'm so excited. And happy birthday, Leaves. Happy birthday, Leaves. Cancer, moving forward with balance, heading towards victory, but not realizing it. Focused on the past, fighting with family. I'm so sorry. What is wrong with me? What is right with me? Oh, look at that. The card of Cancer in their power. Oh my God, the love. Like I told you, the love. There it is. There's that shadow from the past. Okay. So we see moving forward with balance. We're moving forward with balance, but we don't even realize we're heading towards victory. So there's something, okay, fighting. So this card represents debate, quarreling, fighting, banter, okay? Can represent the martial arts too, but it does not here. We're seeing moving forward by looking backwards in the physical. So now here we go with your message for this month, Cancer. There is something from the past that, yes, you are healing it. You want to heal it. You are healing it. It is being healed. Like I said, this is actually standing, but we're seeing it down on its side because this is a belief structure which is no longer serving you, which is, I need this thing from the past gone. I need this done. You are the immovable object of love. This is releasing. This is done this month. Let's put a time, date, stamp on it. And your brother's here right now to co-create with you. What are we co-creating? We're co-creating that whatever this is from the past, that is, like I was just saying, to get the card that represents like the highest vibration of love at the end of the month, and boom, 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 you sending this out, the death of the old, slamming out this love every day in all directions. Bam, seeing what this month holds, mind, body, spirit, as we look at all this, the release, the immovable object of love, this card that represents the water signs. We can't be focused on the spilled milk. We can't be thinking, oh, I've been working at healing this. I've been trying to heal this. There's something from the past that is essentially done. We're labeling it as a family. We're all here together. We're all co-creating with you, Cancer, that this is done. So let's say, what is the day? By October 31st, this is done. Whatever this is, this darkness from the past, your family, do or say the things that you need to do or say to know that this is done. whether or not these people remember it, whether or not this reality that you're talking to them in, this thing that they did, that person might not even done to you. We might be remembering something from the past that this person that's mom or dad or boyfriend or husband or girlfriend or whoever isn't even that person, okay? Keep in mind. And they might not be lying to you when they're like, I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Because I have people saying this to me, Spirit's like, chill. In this reality, you actually did this thing. And I'm like, what the heck? I hear these things and I have these things taking place. But here's what I know. The old is gone. And boom, you slamming out this love, like what I was just talking about, what I'm seeing, this immovable object of love. There's something that needs to be crossed over, something that is a shadow from the past. And how do we move forward when we're looking backwards? The past exists, but doesn't at the same time. So do what you need to do, call who you need to call, do the sessions that you need to do, because look at this. The king and queen are back to back. This is your multidimensionality from the past, my family. You have the biggest cup. Cancer, you're crushing. Like I said, meditate with a friend. Do some sort of soul retrieval session or QHHT. Who is this friend that is that immovable object of love for you? Get this done. But what I'll tell you right here is this, and I'll say it again because I already said it. We are co-creating that this will be done this month. If you accept that co-creation, then move forward knowing there are things that you need to do, say, think, release, throw away. The old version of you is gone. So let's move forward into this new version and be that force of love in between the air and in between the earth that Cancer is. You are so important. As we see this force that's this eagle flying overhead and we see this powerful Pisces that's underneath, you're the one in the middle, Cancer. Okay, we've got the eagle. There's no such thing as a scorpion. That's a bunch of BS. We look on the cards. We look at the reality. We look at ancient Egypt. There never was a scorpion. When we look at the fixed cards, when we look at the fixed signs in this reality, whether we're looking at the wheel of karma that I find so I'll look at the wheel of fortune. Okay, we see the bird. We see the person, Aquarius, Pisces. We see Leo and we see Taurus. Those are the fixed 4 cardinal signs. Okay, so to see that the eagle's up here and the Pisces, the fish is down here, you're the one in the middle. Okay, so you're basically dealing with the up and you're dealing with the down from the middle of the Taurus, from the middle of the field. It's like if the tree of the water sign is, here's the branches where the bird sits and here's the roots where the fish sits. You're the earth right here where the 2 trees meet, Cancer. So your job is only slightly important. By slightly important, I mean incredibly. So get to work. We need you. So whatever that stuff is in the past, be grateful for it. How do we be grateful for the past? How do we be grateful for our past traumas? By the fact that if those traumas didn't take place, which you agreed to before you came here, would you even be awake? Would you be watching this video and doing the work that you needed to do if you didn't have this wrench thrown in the machinery? If you didn't have this wall that you're like, oh, it's this insurmountable wall that I can't climb over. Have you realized that if you look that way, you can just walk around it? Is it difficult? Yes. I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm also not going to say it's as hard as you think it is. Cancer, we need you. It's time. Enough of this. Co-creation engaged. Leo! Ho! 103.34. 103.34. Way too big for this world. You got a heart so big. The Corleones in the house. Carrie Lynn for the win. How do you know we're winning? Carrie Lynn is here this time. Carrie Lynn. Somebody shut the city. All right. My Leo family. Leo quantum reading for all people born under the sign of Leo for the month of October. Good stuff. Oh, Oh, completion much? It's 1, 2, 3. All right. Na, 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 na. There it is. What do we got? What does Spirit wants to know? Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Oh, look at that. The card he was showing. It comes up first. Bam. All right. Being our own counselor, as he was just saying. Is it hard work? It can be. Oh, my God. I love it. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it so good. There's Gabriel. That's my boy and or girl. Or what are we even talking about? Is it Gabriel? Is it Gabrielle? Does it matter? Moving on. All right. Okay. Where is Catherine? 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 How dare you miss a video on the weekend? You can't be doing other things. Of course you can. Just kidding. All right, here we go. So, the Wheel of Fortune. Is this the Wheel of Karma or is this the Wheel of Dharma for you? Okay, it depends on if you've been being your own counselor. You are fixed fire, Leo. You definitely have something to incinerate, okay? So this is what we're here to do, okay? This is that thing, all right? So as we look at this, okay, we see hard work, but we see that there's magic ahead of us. The hard work is almost over. We've stacked the Dharma. Like I was saying at the beginning when I was talking about this thing that might sound like a weapon, but talking about this tool is like, I've stacked enough Dharma. If I'm saying something that technically someone's mad that I said it, oh, okay, here's my Dharma. Okay, it goes down to there, but it's still not this place of spinning the wheel for karma. When we prepay our prepaid card, okay, Leo, that's what I'm seeing, is something's been prepaid. You're doing something and there's a big breakthrough coming. There's a very powerful, as many dragons as you have, there's more coming. We see this rainbow bridge from this past. We see this galactic light here, and then we see an offering from spirit. We see an offering from our other dimensional versions. We see an offering from our guides. And one of those offerings is to not focus on anything negative, to do the things and remember that things are going to continue to get better and better, and to just focus on these things and to see that these gifts are coming. Others are seeing us be showered with abundance. They're seeing us being showered with uploads, downloads, information. Oh, there's my card. I love this card. This is the card for August 22nd. There's that celebration right there. So we see the celebration. We're hoping for the celebration. Like I said, I was saying right at the beginning of like with all these traumas and everything that's coming up, we hope for this. It's happening. It's right here. And there's the card of Leo. We've got literally the last day of Leo followed by the card of Leo. And then it's just this reminder of don't focus on the negative. Don't focus on the cups half full. You know, it's like I like to always say this to myself. Is the glass half full or half empty? Do you have a glass? Okay? Like there's also that. The glass is completely empty and there's a little chip in it. But somewhere out there might be somebody there's no glass left. It's just a bunch of shattered glass. So there's always a more positive way to look at it. And whatever the situation is that is taking place, know this. When there's a challenge coming up, Spirit is trying to put a flashlight. They're not trying to. They're putting a flashlight on something that is a BS belief structure that we can't be thinking anymore. So as we see this release, we see this power return to us. And maybe the power that's coming to us has never even been in this realm before. Because what I'm seeing right here is us getting our work done, having the house on the hill, and there's Archangel Gabriel blowing that trumpet. Oh, Gabriel, I love you so freaking much. The awakening, the seventh seal. We are seeing a sign this month. The more work we do, the more we become our own guide, the more we sit in the power of our fire, my fellow Lyrans. My fellow Leos, a little Freudian slip there. My fellow Leos, we sit in that power of our fire. We had Cancer come up and they had the King of Cups. Now we come up with the King of Pentacles. This is the symbol of fire. This is the element of fire. So as we sit with this, and by sit with this, I mean get your work done. Whatever this is, we had Cancer having it be something from the past. This is something from the past because this shouldn't be the wheel of karma. This should be the wheel of dharma. This is a choice. Which direction is the wheel spinning, my family? This is all done. We're sitting right here holding the sword of truth. We're sitting here with all the elements. What is it that's being done in your reality? Is this a good release? Is this ease and grace? Get it all done, because that trumpet's going to be blaring one way or another. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you remember me? I know you do. All right. On to Virgo. On to Virgo. Virgo. 1-10-17. Shake. Okay. What is like happening here with the phone? Hey, get in. Stop that. Stop that. Sorry about the second camera. All right, here we go. Come on, Virgo. All righty. Let's do this. Virgo, quantum reading for all people born under the sign of Virgo for October 1st to October 31st. Oh, oops. 2, 3. Something's releasing. Something's releasing. Bring it. 1, 2. Okay, what do we got, Virgo? Strength. There's that card again. So the last card becomes basically the first card. There's the completion. There's you holding the truth. Once again, we see this fighting with family or friends in the past. Phone calls, text messages, the rainbow bridge of light, the offering, something to learn spiritually, the journey, the friend that we balance. Look at this, how this is clearly connected to the Leo reading. Interessante, those last ones. I love this. Okay, we got the soul retrieval card as this. Oh, my God. Virgo. Jeez. Okay. I like what I'm seeing. Okay, so we see the strength. So we have this strength. This person right here, this goddess right here is Virgo. We're seeing Leo. We're seeing Virgo. We're seeing this be the balancing force as we go through the wheel. Okay, at any point, this lion could pounce this goddess here. But look at him. He's just like he's eating out of the palm of her hand. That's the strength. That's the balance. That's the masculine and the feminine working together. Okay, the trumpet is coming. It's almost like Virgo has been wondering, like, what is this? When's it coming? I'm sick of this. Blah, 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 whatever it is. The completion has already happened. It's just it takes time for these things to work their way through the reality matrix. It takes time for humanity to get ready to meet, or get our vessels even ready to meet these aspects from other planets, and to be able to do what it is that we're here to do. All right, it's a process, and that's what we were seeing with Leo being the counselor, and what we're seeing here is the strength, knowing the completion is done. There's something that needs to be balanced, and you know this. There's the truth. So when I see this card in the past, there's somebody you fought with, like I was saying already, that you need to text, email. You need to forgive yourself, but you also need to forgive others. So it's all about just saying, hey, it's water under the bridge. It's not even water under the bridge. The water's already gone under the bridge, and it's dried up. There's just a bridge. Like, this is a pointless bridge. We might as well take it down. Okay? So we see the rainbow bridge. That's the real bridge we're talking about here today. And you working with this friend to heal something that is massive. This is for all of humanity. This isn't just for you. So there's something from the past, and this is your way of stacking some serious dharma, Virgo. Serious dharma. It's like something comes in that's like your spiritual skill set. There's an offering. Spirit is giving you a gift. People in the physical are giving you a gift or a prize because they're seeing that you've gotten to this new place on your journey. And oh my God, look at this at the end. Wow. Okay, so we see the moon, something by the next full moon. And this is what we were talking about with this last new moon. I've had plenty of full moons that I'm like, oh, this one's a cooker. I'm going to keep my crystals in the house and not charge them. I've had full moons where I'm like, I'm going to put the crystals outside and I'm going to charge them. I've had full moons where I'm like, nothing. But this new moon, this is a new thing. To actually be fried, and so many of you were, if you look at the days of when the new moon was, so many of us were clearing something from the past, clearing something from our family, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, whatever it is, even if it was a friend. It doesn't have to be. It could be an old boss. It doesn't have to be family. I'm giving you the example from my own life because what else can I really do? But to see this offering of the soul family working together and like this gift of love, this gift of abundance, this gift of spiritual downloads and all the family working together. Ooh, my God, Virgo, I love what I'm seeing here. But it's once again, there's something to release from the past. So if you don't know what that is, and you need help from essentially this mechanic, if you will, that's one of your friends, or that's somebody that is a friend that you maybe haven't realized, there's some work to do. Once again, it was one of the other signs I was talking about, doing QHHT or soul retrieval work or some sort of IET or advanced healing, whatever that is to you. It might just be a massage. It doesn't necessarily have to be what I'm speaking of, but there's work that you can do, and there's some abundance maybe that you can put into your mind, body, and soul to have, maybe an extra set of eyes. Take a look at this with you. Leaves. 116.35. I dare you. Funk on a whole new level. The rhythm is the bass and the bass is the treble. G-Funk, where rhythm is life and life is rhythm. If you know like I know, you don't want to step to this. Libra. Yeah, happy birthday. October 31st reading. Oh, leaves. How come Libra gets a cute nickname? One, two, three. Mr. Owl, how many cuts does it take to get to the center of an accurate reading? Are we doing one of these months again, Libra? All right, there's the release. There we go. Ooh, and the celebration at the end. Good. Oh, wow. I had a thing and I got a boo-boo in my heart. We all did. All right, so now looking at this. All right, so we see this naughty person that we're looking at outside of ourselves, whether this is father, whether this is uncle, boss, whoever this is. We see this person down on their side, and we see us like this. This could be ex-husband. This could be current boyfriend. This could be a girl, of course, as well. I'm not just, everything I just said was all male figures. I just want to let you know, this can be both sexes. This can be anyone, but this is the bad man, the bad guy, the bad lady. Okay. Once again, the hard work card is in the same position, but then we see the choice and we see the release. We see that love is the key to balance, holding the truth. We see this sort of truth. We see the celebration at the end. I love what I'm seeing here, Virgo. This is very, very positive. This is not Virgo, Libra. I see what I'm like basically like this betrayal. Were you betrayed? Might have been at work. Might have been by somebody at school, might have been in the past, might have been from a lover. There was some sort of betrayal. But now it's time to change the record, okay? We got to get rid of this record because this isn't even necessarily real anymore. We have a choice to make. So we see that something, once again, major is releasing. There's something detoxing from the mind, the body, and the soul. So you can be this immovable object of love. So you can, which you will, one way or another, have the high ground, see your responsibility, see your powers, and celebrate at the end of this month. And it might even be sooner than that. But it looks like by about 2 weeks from now. So I'm giving you guys time frames, but now you're listening to this message. So depending on when you're listening to this message, you could do this work ahead of time. One way or another, whether you heard this message or not, this balancing force would have been done. You would have found something that's like, oh my God, you know, somebody kept asking me that question, and now I'm able to see this. Now I'm able to see who the bad guy is, what needs to be balanced. I'm able to see beyond the curtain, beyond the veil, as I do my work, as I look forward and find this bounty moving forward towards this release. The release is coming either way, Libra. The release is already upon us. The release is already here. This belief structure, I don't know. It's just, moving on. Whatever this is, when you're having these thoughts that you're just like, if Alexander was a fly on the wall on the inside of my mind right now, would he tell me, good job, keep thinking that right now? Or would not even me, your highest light, this other dimensional version of yourself that you allow to hold you in this regard, this act of being a god here, something needs to be released. We're seeing 3 readings in a row now, something from the past needing to be released, and something that we can be grateful for. We can be grateful for this trauma, because without this trauma, we would have never woken up, my family. And that's why we're grateful for this person. Surround me as the rush comes. Surround me as the rush comes. What do we got here? What do we got? Scorpio. Katie, where are you at? Mary! Scorpio. 121.56. Look at that bottom card, Libra. Shows you sitting still with that download. You have it. It's time to go. Let's do this. Scorpio, you're up. Scorpio's on deck. Boom, baby. Alrighty. Scorpio, October 1st to October 31st. Quantum reading. Okay. One. All right, Scorpio, let's see what we have for October. Let's go. Oh. Ooh, okay. What are we even doing? It's just like the same message over and over again, just slightly different. Okay, reaching mastery, hoping to reach mastery, something, the celebration. It's the same reading. Moving towards balance. We see this offering of magic. There's something that's emotionally or spiritually hurting us still. Family and the physical, spending alone time, the release, the awakening, the ascension, getting our work done, moving fast. People are watching us. All right, so here's part of the message for you, Scorpio. That's a little bit different. You're just like, go when there's something to do. You're like just moving really quickly, and everybody's watching you move really quickly. And it's almost like some of the people are like, I wish they would slow down and look at this thing that they know they have to do. You know you have to do whatever this thing is, and release this thing and be grateful for this thing and clear this thing. It's your responsibility. Like I was saying, it's if It's our job to do this thing, okay? It's our job to clear this, to balance this, to turn the karma into dharma, and to clear the cells, clear the bloodline, do all the work, and thus triumph. Using the higher forces against the lower, not getting the lower and being like, get rid of this, be gone. No, 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 no. If somebody is sending us aggression or anger or hate, having the ability as the wizards that you are to change that into a force which is more awesome, plain and simple. If somebody's throwing poop, turn it into flowers, my family. Okay, so let's take a look at the end of the month here. What's happening? We see the happiness. We see the dharma and the karma. This card's coming up again. Wow. And then we see something rises from the ashes, from reaching balance. Honestly, I think this is almost like another force that's almost like a dragon or a phoenix. Something major is taking place here, Scorpio. But there are just, I don't know. I wish I could just go to you and I wish I could like manifest these bullshit thoughts into carrots and just pull these root vegetables right out of your mind and just, turn them into something else, which is not some of these thoughts that we need to be grateful for. We need to be grateful that the thoughts were there, because without the thoughts, we wouldn't have had the pressure. And without the pressure, we wouldn't have the ability to turn coal into a diamond. That was a quick one. The one thing I definitely want to say, stop blaming. Whoever you're blaming, Scorpio, it's just not serving you anymore. Like whoever you're blaming, you're saying this is this way because that happened. No. That's gone. That's gone. Alexander takes that story away. If you're going to continue telling that story, then you're in the wrong place. You're in the wrong place. Because here on the channel, we all find our things. We find our shortcomings. We find our weaknesses. We turn them into strengths. We find the things that we're doing, and we decide to fix them as a group, as a collective. So I'm not saying you're not doing this, Scorpio, but I'm saying that you have been. And I'm saying that you're not allowed to anymore. Welcome. You're welcome. You can thank me later. You can hate me now, and you can thank me later. All right, moving on. Who at 126.53 for Sagittarius. All right. Can he have a swiggle? Don't blame yourself anymore. Don't blame anybody anymore. There's no, whatever happened, we asked for it before we came here. The most traumatic things, these people that we met and we saw fireworks and we're like, oh my God, I would love for that person to essentially attempt to destroy me. Whatever the heck this stuff is that we've all done. We're all to blame here, if you want to even use that word. It's time to be grateful for these things. It's time to turn that which is lack into that which is abundance, and that which is hate into that which is love, and so on and so forth, because that's how we all triumph together. Sag, let's do this. Boom, buddy. Oh, that made 8 people leave. I don't want to be held responsible, Alexander. I want to complain. Ugh. Maybe he will have some more coffee. Don't take away my complaints. Then I'll have to do work. But if I finish that thing, I'll have to do the next thing. And I don't know what the next thing is, and that scares me. All right, he's back. Could I interest you in a very loud scream into a pillow? All right, moving on. That one made me sweat. Okay. Sagittarius, October 1st, October 31st, quantum reading. What does Spirit want you to know, Sag? There we go. That's the spot. That's the spot. Oh, yeah. Oh, Sag. Come on, let's lighten it up. Let's make it really nice. Make it nice. Make it nice. Make it nice. Yeah. Okay, I've had better. All right. You're holding the truth, at least. The completion is done. It just hasn't finished yet, Sag. All right. This is not one of the rush models. We have something to talk about here. Okay. Things that are happening in your reality, things that are happening in your field are basically showing you this crying over spilled milk aspect. This, what is rising and what is about to happen from this tough decision. So there's this tough decision to free yourself. So some of the other readings and some of the other zodiac signs, it was like, get help. Sag, oh my God. I see a lot of cards that could be construed as weirdness, but I'm so freaking proud of you, Sag, because this is showing that you and your spirit team are getting this done. I'm not saying that the other signs couldn't do this. We're all in different places, but where you are, Sag, you're almost in this place where it's like, I have to do this myself. I have to figure out how to uncover this myself. I have to figure out how to release this myself. So as I say these things and I'm saying, oh, I'm talking to everybody, I'm just talking to Sag right now. I'm talking to the people with a lot of Sagittarius energy. And if this is ringing true for you, then this is your job to do, to be this immovable object of love, to be this unstoppable force that you hope to be, that you already are. Your spirit team is working with you to have you become the counselor. And we're seeing at the end of the month, the worst of it's over. We're getting our magical attributes. We're getting our gifts that are returning to us. We're seeing, boom, we're seeing this tomb is open and this energy returns to you or comes to you for the first time ever. We see the celebration. There's something very dark that took place that you are clearing, Sag. There's something that is your job to do. And if you need help, of course, find that help. Reach out to that help. But what you're doing seems 1,111% possible to do it on your own. And there is this thing that you're doing on your own. There's something that you haven't been able to see that you either have recently saw a glimpse of it, is what I'm seeing. You've recently seen it. So it's like, what do we always say? 99% of a healing is realizing what's going on in the first place. So something is taking place. Something is healing. Something is dissipating. Something's dissolving. And there's so much power, Sag. There's so much power coming from what you're doing right now. And Alexandra applauds you, you mystical fire signs, you. What did you get? What did you get? I got a lady with some scales. What did you get? I got like this like centaur being with a bow and arrow, and the arrow's on fire. And we're all like, that's really cool, Sag. I mean, I'm grateful for my lion, but you have a bow and arrow. That's cool. All right, moving on. Capricorn. 133.03. Oh, look at that. Look at all those threes. 133.03. Into your mind. We're almost there. We've moved on to the final Earth sign. All right, you're done too. We got here. Oh, yeah. All right, let's swap the deck. Of course. Thank you. Okay. Oof. Ooh, that's Sag reading. Good one. You had a nice run. Now you're done. Now go. Okay. All right. There we go. All right, Capricorn. Let's do this. Capricorn. The sea goat. I thought I was a regular goat. No, you're like a mermaid goat. Also, really cool. Oh, those cards do not. Look at that. Would you see that? Okay, there it goes. Come on, Cap. Captain Zodiac. You're the superhero, Capricorn. You are the superhero of the entire wheel. I'm not joking. I'm serious. If the Zodiac wheel was the Avengers, you're Captain America. One more. Okay. October 1st to October 31st, Capricorn quantum reading. I can't get the job done. Could I interest you in getting a Capricorn involved? They're going to kick your butt, but they're going to get it done. Oof. Oof. Yeah, change the record, right? All righty. Oof. The victory at the Capricorn. I love it. Okay, it's a good one. All right. Capricorn, gold star for the day. Gold star for the day. That, yeah. Like I said, change the record. You guys are always working so hard, aren't you? Hardest working sign I've ever seen, that's for sure. Okay, so we see something releasing from somebody who caused drama, you holding the truth spiritually, intuitively, emotionally. That love is the key. Like, we didn't know that. Okay, one of your guides, one of your other dimensional aspects, one of your most powerful selves has a gift for you, because there's some belief structure which has already been released. Capricorn, I love what I'm seeing. So much has been released. You've done so much work while doing all this other physical work. Look at the celebration, the strength, the integration, you being the emperor. This is lit. We see the immovable object and the unstoppable force of love. We see that you're heading towards victory, but knowing that you got through this other challenge, this then gives spirit the ability to show you this other challenge. But knowing that this new challenge is coming, it's nowhere near as difficult, because you have this aspect of being your own guru, being your own guide, being your own savior, being your own therapist, if you will. And you are heading towards victory because you have, look at this in the physical, and this is the cloud cover. Putting this over that is just, like I said, Capricorn, you win for today. I love this. Okay. I love this here. I love that there. I love that there. There's something that spirit is giving you, this upload, this download, this gift. And maybe it's just like, oh, I'm still clearing. No, you're not. You're done. You're done, Capricorn. There are other things to do with your focus on work and your focus on how difficult something is. Is it difficult? Kinda. Is it easier than you think it is? Definitely. Capricorn, give him a gold star. Give him a gold star, Alexander. There we go. That was the worst. Look how bad this star is. I'm an artist. It doesn't even look like a star. What is that? Who would steal 30-bag lunches? I'll tell you who it was. It was that damn Sasquatch. All right, Aquarius. Here we go. Can I stretch my legs yet? All right. 138.07. 138.07. Here we go. All right. Aquarius, October 1st to October 31st. Reading. What is going on, Aquarius? What are you clearing? It's like shuffling the cards and tuning in on you is making me want to burp. 2, 3. Aquarius. What was it? What is this? It's the same cards. All right. Something from. Okay. All right. We're doing this again, huh? Okay. We're doing this again. All right. me some coffee. Coffee, give me strength. Ho! Aquarius, I don't know if anybody's ever told you this before, but your sign is the element of air, but you have a big pitcher of water. So you're just, ooh, that multidimensionality. I love it so much. All right. What is that? Is that my voice coming back through the... Hello? Hello? Echo. All right, moving on. Moving forward with balance, with our magic, the celebration on this journey. Something is bothering it. The bigger the hat, the bigger the thought structures. Once again, something from family, something from the past, something to be balanced. Whether or not we need to contact this counselor, or we can just pull up and tighten these bootstraps and realize that we are this guide, this counselor, this guru ourselves. Whatever this aspect of drama is, whether we're being this aspect for others or others are being this for us, there is a reflection in our reality, Aquarius, and you hold this truth. There's some sort of dark aspect that it's just done. Like, this is already cleared. Whatever this is, we need to release this thing from the past, because it's once again moving forward while looking backwards. This is how people trip, when we're not looking where we're going. So there's this fear of, am I still processing this thing from the past? Yeah, you are. Okay. You are. You don't have to be. This is done. Like, this can be done. We see the house on the hill. We see the high priestess with the hermit. These three cards are probably my favorite I've seen today. These last three. Some of this I've seen worse, but I don't like this. I don't like this in the fact that there's something from the past, and this is almost saying, like, you're acting a certain way. You're acting a certain way that you don't want to be. And there's this thing of, like, I don't like that person. They do this. If you've said that in the past 2 weeks, you're doing whatever that thing is, Aquarius. There's something to look at here, and there's something to stop doing, and there's something to heal, whether you need help with this process of releasing this and pulling in and calling in or acclimating to this dragon, this phoenix, this powerful force that is you. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. Past exists, but it doesn't exist at the same time. What you did, it's time to forgive yourself. You are worthy, Aquarius. I promise you, you're worthy. I promise you, you're ready for your power. I promise you, you're not going to make that mistake again. I know you're not going to do that. I know you're not going to do that. You need to know that you're not going to do that. What a perfect song. I must have forgotten that I'm Superman. Alrighty. Whatever they did, whatever took place, Aquarius, it's necessary tool. It was necessary to get you here. But it's time to, once again, stop plagiarizing. As I was saying earlier, stop plagiarizing these broken people from the past. I had a lot of people leave. We're down to 36 viewers. Ooh, I love it. That's what I'm here to do. I'm going to ruffle those feathers, family. Ooh, all right, Pisces. Let's go. Then Alexander gets to go eat solid food. 14311. Right. Let's do this. Okay. All righty. All right. Oh. Good. 2, 3. That's my favorite 311 song. Today seems like a good day. Burn a bridge or two. Oh my God. Pisces, October 1st to October 31st. Quantum reading for all born under the sign of Pisces. Let's see what we have. One more. Spirit wants one more. Oh. What? There it is. Let me guess. Something to clear from family. Beautiful disaster. Running down the street again. There's like the same cards in the same positions. Pisces. Freaking love you. Have I told you that I love you? All of you? The movable object of love, the unstoppable force of love. Meditating. You're not meditating. You're supposed to be meditating, Pisces. That's my biggest thing to tell you today. You're supposed to be meditating and you know it. No more making excuses. But I don't see, I don't this, I don't blah, 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 blah. No more excuses. This is something that we have to be doing. This is regularly scheduled maintenance that you are required and responsible for scheduling. So as we see the High Priestess here and the Hermit here, these are the same two cards that I was holding up for, I think, Capricorn. And I was like, I love these cards. I don't know if that was Aquarius or Capricorn, but love it, boom. Once again, what I was saying to, I believe it was Sagittarius, there's something that you are doing alone. You're doing it alone. Do you have to do it alone? Let me see. Are you supposed to be? There's not even an answer here. What you're doing, Pisces, is massive. I'm going to be honest with you. What you're doing is massive. It's like it's unveiled this month. It doesn't have to take longer than a month. Once again, co-creation engaged. I co-create you and I'm with you. I'm sure a lot of people do here watching, a lot of people in the family, that this has ease and grace. It does seem like there's a lack of ease and grace. You are an immovable object and unstoppable force of love. Look at these powerful cards that are archetypally representing you. I see the celebration, but with the celebration, there's responsibility. There's something that needs to be done. So it's almost like something, if I didn't give you this message, was going to be put off. Because the end of the month is just showing like this, like, oh man, balance. And then the worst of the journey is over. We got both versions of the High Priestess. So it's like, this should be more positive than this. So it's almost like I was saying, by the end of the month, you would have known what was going on to then be able to see, should I ask for help? Do I need help? Is this something I do by myself? Either way, this will be done. I do not see the completion card for it, though. So, like I said, I co-create with you, I manifest with you, and I'm sure a lot of us do, that there's ease and grace. And if this is meant to complete this month, it will complete this month, Pisces. But I will tell you this, whatever you're doing is massive and it's major, because it says that what you're processing has been going on, and it shows at the end of the month it's still going on. So what if that only is, though? Here's my like silver lining on the cloud. What if the reason why that is because you haven't been meditating? You used to meditate, or maybe you haven't, but you've been feeling this urge and this push. The same card and the same positioning of something can be returned to you. You want your gifts. You want your skill sets. Stop sitting still spiritually. Stop sitting still spiritually, Pisces. You have to get back into meditating. And if you're listening to this right now and you're about to say into the comments, well, I have been meditating. You haven't been meditating enough then. You haven't been getting out into nature enough. This card represents Odin going up into the mountains. This is the tree of Yggdrasil, spending time alone in nature. She sits alone. He sits alone. There's a lot of like, and like I said, I can't see cards like I could with the other readings where it was like, you're supposed to be doing this alone, or you're not supposed to be doing this alone. I just see that, Pisces, you are feeling alone in this. You don't have to be. You don't have to be. Maybe that's just part of the path. And maybe what we're seeing is because you really need to be meditating. You really need to be releasing and figuring out, how do you release on your own? What is it that you do and need to do to be and keep going beyond this, to reclaim this power, to reclaim these skill sets, Pisces? Ba-boom. Ba-boom. Oh, yeah. Big, gigantic shout out to all the patrons. You can become a patron by going to patreon.com and searching Galactic Tarot. Energy tools are at Crystal Current. You can book your own private reading at Galactic Tarot. And last but very much so not least, oh God, the family. The family's getting together. Sedona Starseed Summit, www.sedonastarseed.com. It's so lit. It's already so lit. I see it. I'm dreaming about it. I'm seeing the future. My family, I really, really hope you're there. Those that are supposed to be there will be there. It's going to be so freaking epic. This is it. This is it, my family. Oh God, I don't even really have words. I'm just so excited for what's about to happen. Angela's coming. I know a lot of you are coming. I see you. I see your names popping up in my email saying you're coming. I'm so excited to see you all, to give you these hugs, these long-awaited hugs. Some of you I haven't met in the physical yet, and you're coming. So I'm very excited. I love you. I love you all so freaking much. I don't have the words to put together to actually formulate how grateful I am to all of you, all of you that have gently caressed the like button, all of you that are subscribed and hit the bell notification. Do the things that make the jings and the jingles, my family. Hit that bell notification icon because you don't know when I'm going to be going live now. Patrons, I'll see you on Sunday. There will be no YouTube for the weekly reading anymore. You'll see. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to the beginning of the video. I explain it in greater detail. You'll still get your weekly readings. But yeah, we're making room for more interviews and more subject matter. That is really what we all need to be hearing right now and talking about as a family. I freaking love you guys. I'm going to go eat some solid food. What time is it? It's 3 p.m. I love you all so much. Cheers, my family. I love you. I love you. I love you. Have I mentioned that I love you? I'll see you soon. Grazie. Mwah.